68-year-old Irene Drury became distressed and lonely after leaving her job and being moved from a flat overlooking a busy high road to this flat in Loveridge Road. But attempts by a Camden councillor, a friend and her landlords, the Paddington Housing Association, to get help from the Social Services Department were ignored by the council. When council officials eventually broke into her flat 3 weeks after they were first called, they found Miss Drury on her bed, dead. Anne Thomas, a friend and former neighbour, was deeply distressed.
When I came, we still couldn't get any answer. Then we called the local police because I suggested that she had to be seen, even dead, alive, or whatever way she was. I wanted to know that she was seen on that day. And when the police finally arrived and they kicked the door in, I was told by the social worker that, Mrs. Thomas, please don't go in there. We'll go and check what's there first. And I just lost my temper because I knew at that time something was radically wrong, because they knew once they'd opened that door there was a funny smell, and they knew that she was already dead.
Angela Birtill, a Camden councillor in whose ward Miss Drury lived, was responsible for alerting the Ombudsman.
Well, I felt the whole case was obviously very, very tragic, and that was why I've reacted angrily to it all the way through. The way I look at it is that, I think in a sense, because services they're under threat of cuts all the time. Obviously,
cuts, yes.
Yeah,
but this was an urgent case. There are cuts everywhere.
Obviously, these things happen a lot, and at the same time,
please, they do not happen a lot. People are not left to die alone when the council has been notified that somebody is in need of urgent care.
Yeah, but obviously, what all local authorities need to do is to set up proper systems where records are kept, and when people who make complaints can actually be certain that their complaints are going to be taken on board. And I think this is why I referred the case to the Ombudsman myself.
Do you now believe that Camden Council will not allow anybody else to die in their borough through a bureaucratic lack of understanding or a delay of this nature?
I believe that Camden Council will try their utmost now to implement the conclusions of the report, and certainly that's what myself and the Residents' Association will be pushing for. I don't think anybody can ever guarantee that somebody will not die again in this way.